So you've just got your first tarot pack. You've never tried it before. But now you're wondering, okay, so how do I cleanse it? I've heard about cleansing the cards. So in this video, I'm going to show you the simple ways you can cleanse the cards. No faffing, no magical rituals, just keeping it super simple for you to start. You can incorporate that stuff later. So I'm going to share 3 simple ways for you to do that before you start to get into reading the cards, right? So here we go. So if you want, you can grab your deck with you now and just do it with me, just to get that sort of insight and like interactive part to it. So if you get your deck, I'll just open it. I didn't think to have it open straight away. I'll just do it now. So get your deck. Mine is the Light Seers Tarot deck, which it doesn't really matter. You could even have Oracle deck. This is a tarot deck, but you know, I've got other ones. I don't have a massive supply. I probably have 4 decks, but my go-to for readings on this channel is this one, and this is for with clients. So it's just as you go through, you'll learn more. So first, you have to know why cleansing is important. So you might have seen others, you know, doing things to the cards before they start to read, and you might be thinking, oh, what are they doing? Why are they doing that? Maybe you even see me in some readings. So the important thing is to cleanse the cards. So put it this way, if you've got a new pack, then you know no one has physically touched the inside. I know they have. The people who have actually, you know, made this, say in the factory, they've cut the cards and all this, it's gone through so many hands, and even the packaging and everything, right? So it's important before you start doing a reading that you cleanse, as we say, cleanse the cards, which could be something very simple. So that's really important because it has a lot of other people's energy. We're all energetic beings, and whoever this comes across, even if you allow someone to touch your deck or something, there's an energetic exchange that's going to the cards, right? So that can affect your reading. So you want it to be super clear, clean and purified out before you sit down to do a reading. And this is, obviously I'm talking about when you get your first deck, your first pack, you know, the new pack. But even going forward, like every time before you sit and do a reading, cleanse the deck. But like it doesn't need to, like I said, it doesn't need to be something really, really like huge. So I'm going to show you 3 ways. So that's why it's important. Now, the first one, which is super easy, like simplest thing you can ever do, is, and you might see me when I do readings on this channel, is to tap it 3 times. And that's it. The vibration has gone through the pack of the deck, and that's basically cleansing it. See how simple that is? Doesn't need to be something so difficult, right? That's super simple. And what I do in addition is, so I tap it 3 times and blow. It's like blowing the negative energy or even like old stagnant energy away from the cards. Not necessarily negative. Don't know why I said that, but all the like if I've done previous readings as well, it's like it clears the deck ready for a new reading, ready to connect with a new person or a new intention, you know? And while you do that, it's good to like set an intention. Like just imagine, you don't need to say it, but you can imagine when you do that, that you're like cleansing the deck. I'm doing this to cleanse the deck, and I'm blowing, you know, all the old stagnant energy, and I'm waking up the deck again, you know, like recharging it basically. So that's really simple. That's like the simplest thing you could do. And that's good to do before you're ready to do the reading, right? Another one is sound, like sound frequency. Again, it's a vibration, it's an energy. So that can also be really good to cleanse the cards. So if you have a bell, I don't have a bell in particular, but I have this. So this has little mini bells on it. And what I sometimes do, I don't really use that often. I use it to actually cleanse the space I'm in, which that'll be in the next video. But so you could just do this. Or the good thing, if you have a sound bowl, obviously if you're new to this world of like spirituality, rituals and cards and all this, you might not have the like bowl, like singing bowls, like these quartz singing bowls, or like a Tibetan bowls, you know, for sound healing. You could even do that. Like you could place this inside the bowl and like tap it so the vibrations go through the cards, right? So anything that gives it a vibration, like even the tapping is a vibration. So with bells, you could just ring the bell around it and that will just cleanse the cards. Another simple way if you have a bell at hand. And again, set an intention. So as I do this, I'm setting an intention to cleanse and clear the old stagnant energy from the cards and like refreshing it or whatever. You can use any words you like. And the third one, which I also do like, and it's super simple, is using crystals. So this is a clear quartz. So clear quartz is really good. And what I do, well, you can basically place it on top of the deck like that, and you can leave that overnight. And that will, the frequency of the quartz will cleanse the deck. Also, if you want, you could use selenite. Again, it's white, because white is all about purity, right? This is selenite, and this can purify your deck as well. So that's it, simple. But what I do is when I put it away, like, to be honest, I don't even do it overnight. I leave it in the, so say I put it back in the box. I leave it overnight. So I put everything back as it is, and I put this on my shelf. And what I do is I just place the crystal and I leave it there, right? Not even overnight. It's like constantly. It's always like this until I'm ready to use the deck again. And then I take it and I use it, right? And then I tap it. So that's another thing to do. So it's really good. And I have this one as well. This is selenite. So any sort of quartz crystal, any clear quartz, or anything you feel drawn to, just remember that this is just suggestions. But if you feel like, even if like clapping, see that? That is like an echo. It's like, you know, when you do this in a quiet space and you have this echo, that's the vibrations going around your space. And I do that with my space. Like after I do readings, I do this to cleanse the space. I keep things really simple. Like some people use sage or like incense, like smoke, and that's a great way as well. But again, I'm trying to keep this really simple for you. So which one is kind of calling to you to try out? Because they're all really simple, right? I'd love to know in the comments. Let me know which one you're going to try out and see how it feels. Just practicing and just feeling into what feels good. You could do all three as well. Like you don't need to be, you know, only picking one. You could do all three. So there's no wrong way. Your way is the right way for you. Just remember that, okay? So that's it. Let me know in the comments which one you feel drawn to try out. And in the next video, we are going to be prepping our space for reading. And if you want the playlist, this is actually part of the playlist for the beginners who are new to tarot and oracle reading. So if you'd like this step by step, as in I've started from, you know, how to pick your card, how to connect with the card. We have all of that. I'll put in the description below that you can click on the playlist and you can go through each of them. And yeah, follow through, especially if you're new to the world of oracle cards and tarot cards and all of that stuff. So see you in the next video, and click here if you want to check out the next video for prepping your space ready. Now you've cleansed the cards. You want to make sure you've prepped your space ready to have a reading, to actually do your first reading. All right. See you in the next video. Take care. Bye.